A recent Gallup survey shows 58% of Americans are very worried they will not be able to pay medical costs of a serious illness or accident. 61% say they are worried about not having enough money for retirement. Despite a dramatic upturn in the economy in recent weeks, many approaching retirement age say they are worse off than their parents who suffered through the Depression.
The famous lyrics, "Working 9 to 5, ring true for so many Americans. For many baby boomers, their Depression-era parents saw a reward for their hard work, a financially secure retirement.
Were your parents better off in their later years than you're going to be?
They were far better off.
Nancy Roberts' father retired with a guaranteed lifetime pension and Social Security. 55-year-old Roy Blair, who enjoyed a successful career as a commercial artist, is now searching for permanent employment. He has no savings.
Life's a lot harder right now than it was for my parents, okay? And they'll be the first to tell you that society has gone very, very, very fast, and that there's a larger gap between the lower and higher income brackets. And I'm trying to find my place in that right now.
Do you think you can ever retire?
No, I don't think I could probably ever retire.
Roberts is working as a salesperson for BMW of Tulsa. She put herself through college, and at the height of her career just a few years ago, she was making a six-figure salary as a BMW dealership manager in Dallas.
And the height of my career probably came tumbling down when I had to come back and take care of a sick parent who ended up passing on. But you know, your life changes.
In her 30-plus years of working, she always saved, but the stock market has not served her well.
One of my 401ks I lost completely during the dot-com crash. I had all my money in the wrong funds.
And then
aggressive growth.
Yeah. So then what happened through this last Great Recession?
What happened through the last Great Recession, I ended up having to pilfer into my money to make ends meet.
And so where do you stand now?
I have very little.
Her story mirrors other working Americans who have been at the mercy of the economy and victims of the Great Recession.
Many millions of Americans, people I know, people who are very close to me, who are close to retirement, were most devastated, but people of any age saw a lot of their wealth disappear, either through the housing market or through the stock market, if they had money invested in mutual funds.
It was a period without precedent, I would say, during all of our lives. To see the type of panic that was pervasive in the marketplace and so forth was really just unprecedented. And I think it was a reminder to all of us how much our system, our financial system, is built on trust and confidence.
This week, confidence in the economy surged as the Dow Jones Industrial Average surpassed an all-time high of 15,000 points. That gain may have replenished some financial portfolio losses. Still, the 6-year recession meant 6 years of no gain. Kate Ritchie is an analyst for the Oklahoma Policy Institute. She says the majority of people in the workforce have their financial futures tied to the market whether they want it to or not, because most companies only offer 401k retirement plans.
Nowadays, either you're not offered a pension or what you are offered is not a defined benefit, it's a defined contribution.
Ritchie says that means no one really knows what their finances will be at retirement age.
It makes it difficult to plan, and you're much more insecure and at sort of the mercy and the whims of whatever investment or interest-bearing mechanism you're using to generate income off your savings.
And financial advisor John Stalper says those who save outside the market are experiencing financial stagnation.
Many savers are facing a dilemma today of how are they going to keep up with the income that they need when interest rates are at such rock bottom levels. And that's one of the biggest challenges I think that many retirees, especially savers among that group, face today.
AARP's Sherry Clark assists retirees who now find they need to go back to work.
We've had everybody from doctors who have lost a practice, chiropractors, people that have been CEOs.
At her office, retirees are given help writing resumes and searching for jobs. They are also paid to work while they search.
We send them to a nonprofit host agency that has been enrolled with us. They do community service there for 20 hours a week, and we pay them $7.25 an hour while they're there.
Clark says for those retirees facing bleak economic futures, there is hope.
I don't want people to get discouraged thinking there aren't jobs out there. We enrolled 21 people last month, and 11 of them 11 people left with jobs.
So, what lessons can be learned from the economy?
The real question for a lot of people to answer is, when do I need to start saving? And the answer is always now.
Richie says a recent study indicates young people who went through the recession with their parents are hearing that message.
Their savings patterns are very different than every generation that follows. They tend to save more regularly and do so in a simple savings account and put less money in the stock market and less in the housing market.
The 9 to 5 lyrics say then the tide's going to turn. Albeit a nice dream, but this famous quote may serve working Americans better. The best laid plans of mice and men often go astray, meaning no matter how well you plan, always expect the unexpected.